Hello, my name is John, and today we'll be reading True Mother's speech at the Asia Pacific Summit opening ceremony. The following is an official translation of True Mother's message from December 1st, 2018, at the Hyatt Regency in Kathmandu, Nepal, during the Asian Pacific Summit opening ceremony. Dear distinguished leaders, ambassadors for peace, ladies and gentlemen who are participating in this Asia-Pacific Summit. Today we are gathered here with the desire to answer the question of how we can realize an eternal world of freedom, equality, and peace, which has been a desire of humankind for so long. Conflicts between races, religion, and ideology, territorial disputes, war, and tribal conflicts have kept the world from becoming a peaceful one, even for a day. Even more due to human ignorance, this beautiful world is becoming sick. When we look at it, what must we do? Throughout history, there have been many righteous people around the world. The four great representative religions arose from the question of what can we do to lead humankind to a peaceful world. We have seen the beginning, so we must know the end. We must know the time. We must know God, our Creator, the original owner of the universe. Because He had a dream, God created all things in the universe and lastly created man and woman. This was why He gave Adam and Eve a growth period. He gave them a responsibility. Fulfilling this responsibility would allow them to mature into the same position as God and receive the blessing. In that position, they would have become the true ancestors of humankind. However, during this process, Adam and Eve became greedy and made the world of today, which has no connection to God. For this reason, although many people have made effort throughout history, they could not achieve results. Therefore, what I wish to speak about today is heaven's providence seen through the history of civilization, and the responsibility and mission of Asia at this time is to open the era of the Asia-Pacific civilization. God is omniscient and omnipotent. His beginning and end must be the same. There can be no failure. Therefore, in accordance with heaven's principles of creation, God began the providence of restoration through indemnity, and the providence of salvation that would restore fallen humankind. After a long period of 4,000 years, God sent Jesus Christ, the only begotten Son of God, the only one God could call my Son in this fallen world. Yet His mother Mary and the people of Israel did not know Jesus' essence. They did not know God properly. Thus, Jesus did not have a foundation to stand on. Jesus died on the cross and He said, "I will return." This began the 2,000-year history of Christianity, which began with the work of the apostles through the resurrection given by the Holy Spirit. Jesus said He would return and hold the feast of the Lamb, the marriage supper of the Lamb. Jesus' mission was to stand before fallen humankind and resurrect, revive, and give people rebirth as a true parent. He had come to fulfill this responsibility. However, He was unable to realize this purpose. We know through history what kind of indemnity those people who did not fulfill the responsibility went through. The only daughter of God had not been found at that time. When God created, He created man and woman. 4,000 years ago, when finding Christ, the only begotten Son of God, there was a daughter of God who should have been found. However, the only daughter of God could not have born through a people that did not fulfill their responsibility. The providence moved to Asia. Thus, many religious leaders who could lead humankind have come from within the Asian civilization. To complete the providence of salvation, the only begotten daughter of God must be born so that we can reach our final destination and begin a new history. Thus, in 1943, the only daughter of God, the true mother, was born. According to God's principle of creation, God had to give His only begotten daughter time to mature, At that time, Korea had been liberated from Japanese oppression, and at the same time, Korea was divided into North and South. It was divided between democracy and communism. During that time, the power of communism was very great. South Korea, as a democracy, was not well prepared to confront the communist forces. Then in 1950, the Korean War broke out. Though it had not been long since the UN was founded, 16 UN nations participated and protected South Korea's democracy. How can we think this was done? By human power. This was God's providence. From the outset, God wished to love and embrace humanity, and during the last days, God wished to embrace all people as His children without fail. This has been Heavenly Parents' dream. It was our first ancestors who fractured this dream. Therefore, the true parents, who are victorious among all people, must come in order that these days can be brought to an end, and for a new era to begin. Therefore, in 1960, true parents were elevated to their position. A new history and new era were opened centering on true parents. But Christianity, which should have created the environment, did not understand this. However, the truth is eternal. The truth will be revealed. The person that humankind and Christianity must wait for is the only daughter of God. The only daughter of God must come in order for the Messiah, who said he would return, to stand in the position of the true parent. Fallen people cannot become God's sons and daughters without receiving the blessing from the true parents. You must know how much of a miracle true parents are. From among the 7.6 billion people of the world, we have done many things around the world, but through the Family Federation, we emphasize the importance of the family. You are all who are alive today. You must not think that your life is yours alone. We must connect to the past and open a world that gives our youth hope. This cannot be accomplished through your pre-existing human-centered ideologies, theories, and customs. We must have a movement that attends God, the original owner. Therefore, I proclaim the era of the heavenly Asia Pacific civilization that attends God. Then, though there are some 200 nations, if all these nations accept true parents' teachings, then we are brothers and sisters in front of the heavenly parent. How can the siblings fight while their parents are alive? When we start from a family whose members love each other and live for each other's sake, then the hope of humankind, the dream of the heavenly parent, the dream of one human family under God will be realized. Here there will be no borders. There will be no walls between races and cultures. There will be no ideological walls. Please remember you live in the blessed era when our blessed second and third generation members are working actively throughout the world, creating a revolution of the culture of heart through true love that lives for the sake of others. The blessing cannot stop at the individual level. The more you share the blessing, the greater it becomes. When you share it with your family, your tribe, your nation, and then spread it to the world, please know that you are citizens of the eternal world of General Guk, who embrace our Heavenly Parent. Before I came here today, I traveled around the world. I would like to conclude my speech by expressing the sincere hope that by sharing Heavenly Parent's blessings here in Nepal, the closest point to heaven, you all become blessed as leaders who are like bright beacons and lights for the world. This video is a production of School of the White Crane. My name is John Brooker, and you can reach me through commentary on this video. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and please share this video with your family and friends and on social media. May God richly bless you, my beloved.